Hello everyone and welcome to another new segment, Isolation Week in Review, sponsored by me. That's right, there's no commercials on this channel. So, what happened this week? We continue to see a lot of traffic at the grocery stores during the week. And that's because stores are still closed. The grocery stores are still closed on Sundays. Now, we're waiting to see. The government is talking about opening the schools. I say don't open the schools. You know, the year is done. Everywhere else in the world are not opening the schools. They're going back in September. They're going to have plenty of time to figure out a strategy plan, to figure out the social distancing philosophy. So don't open up the schools. Done. It's done. The year's done. So they're talking about that and reopening certain businesses gradually. Well, how's about you bring back grocery stores on Sunday? Because it is ridiculous that I have to go it's like I can't just sit and say, you know what, okay, what do I need for the month? Most of the vegetables and stuff that you buy, they're good for 3 days. I can't sit and plan for a 30-day period. So I go for little things, but for little things I got to wait an hour and a half. All because the shopping week has been shortened by a day. And that's not fair. And plus, a month ago, it's been what, almost a month now? A month and a half ago, I said, why don't you close the grocery stores on a Monday or Tuesday? Less volume. On a regular day, pre-crisis, when there was no crisis, stores, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you would go and there'd be 5 people. Okay? So it would have made more sense to close the stores Monday or Tuesday. Plain and simple. Museums are closed on a regular time when there's no crisis, Mondays and Tuesdays. So why not the grocery stores? Okay, so that's done. Secondly, the wearing of masks. As we keep saying, as government keeps saying, health professionals keep saying, for the general population, because there are 2 tiers now. The crisis at the health centers, the health establishments like CHSLDs, and the rest of the population. So the crisis is at the CHSLDs. The rest of the population, social distancing is working, and if we continue, we will go forward. So masks are not going to do anything for you because you still have to wash your hands. You always have to wash your hands. Now, masks could be a viable alternative if you are in close quarters. So, for example, if you want to take public transit, there's no choice there. You can't have the 2-meter distance. So, if you're taking public transit, yes, wear a mask. If you're going to your doctor's appointment, okay, wear a mask. Because the waiting rooms are not arena-sized. So that could work. Going to the grocery store, again, it's up to you, but it doesn't do anything. You keep the distance, you shop, you do your thing, and you go home. So masks, only if you're on the front lines are the masks, or if you're in a tight space, are the masks viable. What else this week? Let's shift ourselves to Europe and Greece. They're planning to reopen. Gradually, of course. And what's amazing, I pointed it out a few weeks back. Stats. In Quebec, 22,000 cases. In Greece, 2,500 cases. And they are at the center of 3 epicenters, Italy, Spain, and the UK. Montreal and Quebec, we are only neighbors with 1 epicenter, the US. And I did point this out, there was a study made about Sweden too. Sweden was in the news as well this week. That, they're taking a wait-and-see approach and giving the onus responsibility to the citizen. So they're telling you to be careful, stay safe, but they're not locking you down. And it's working because in Sweden there's the lowest case count. I don't recall how much, like 25 or 50, I'm not sure. But they don't have a lot of cases. And that's because of social values. Because the Swedes don't travel, 5 times a year like North Americans. Okay? They don't see a purpose of March break. They don't see the purpose of snowbirds. And it is cold in Sweden. So you would think, yeah, let's go to a warmer climate. But in Europe, winter, no one has a warm climate. And it's not feasible to come all the way to North America to go to Florida or to go to Brazil. Actually, no, Brazil is winter in the winter. No, it's summer in the winter, I think. Yeah, and winter in the summer. But still, it's not feasible. It's too expensive. So social values are the catalyst that makes a country not have so many cases. Here in Quebec, we got spring break, we got the snowbirds, we want to be off on family day, we want to, take long weekend vacations and go up north and go ski, all these things should have stopped from January. As soon as we heard there was cases in China, we should have locked it up then and there and say, you know what? No, we're not going to go on spring break this year. We're not going to go. And the snowbirds, stay where you are until this blows over. Don't come rushing back. And they come rushing back driving because they couldn't get a flight, of course. And they're like, you're supposed to isolate when you come from another place. But no, instead, let's make a pit stop because my fridge is empty. Let's make a pit stop at the grocery store. And that's where everything became a snowball effect. And everything just went off the rails. That's it. So that's it for Isolation Week in Review for this week, April 20 to 24. My House Montreal continues right now.